All right. Here we go, guys. We are live with another one, guys. The mic is hot. You already know what this is, guys. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you already know. You might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. As it stands right now, guys, my record for my UFC fight predictions for 2026 stands at 84 wins and 43 losses. Guys, I repeat, 84 wins and 43 losses. That's a tremendous record. We're going to continue getting these dubs, okay? And, guys, we got a treat this weekend. Okay, we got a treat this weekend over here in Miami, in the southern part of the United States of America. Okay, UFC 327, headlined by Jerry Prohaska and Carlos Ober. Guys, this is going to be a fantastic card. And look, guys, there's been a lot of, I'm going to say, trash-ass cards, UFC Fight Night cards on paper. They look like trash, okay? They look like complete fucking trash. I'm sorry I'm cursing right now, okay? They look like complete trash, but, a huge but, the last 3 UFC Fight Nights, they delivered, guys. I'm talking an average score of over 8. You know what I mean? And I'm talking 0 being trash, 10 being best, guys. Okay, so gotta thank the MMA gods that these UFC, Fight Night cards have delivered. All right, but as it stands for UFC 327, I mean, on paper, it looks like a okay card. Okay, it looks like an okay card. Unfortunately, the co-main event did fall off, and now the co-main event it's gonna headline is gonna be the co-main event for UFC 328 instead of UFC 327. Okay, that's atrocious. But anyways, guys, I don't want to spend a lot of time giving my UFC fight predictions for UFC 327. So here we go, rapid fire, guys. Okay, Max, how you doing? Blessings to you guys. Run up these likes and run up these subscriptions. Do me the favor; it goes a long way. Support the community, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Okay, really do. But let's get into these UFC fight predictions right now. Guys, we got Charles Radke versus Francisco Prado. Okay, let's look into the details a little bit. Let's look into the details. Francisco Prado, I mean, guys, he's 0-3. Okay, he is 0-3 in his last 3 fights. There's no fucking way, guys, that I'm going to put any type of stock on Francisco Prado, and that is facts. Charles Radke, look, I mean, Charles Radke has been around for a minute now. You know what I mean? If I'm not mistaken. And in the last 3 fights, he is 2-1. Okay, he is 2-1, and he's fought high level competitors. And you know what? Just for that simple reason, I don't even need to tell. I don't need to tell you the striking percentages. I don't need to tell you anything like that, to be honest with you, because the reality is Francisco Prado is on a 3-fight skid, guys. Okay, 3-fight skid. Christian, how you doing, Christian? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat, guys. Run up these likes and run up these subscriptions. Do me the favor, man. Support the community. Star Moth, welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. I want Jury to win via jumping like a madman and throwing random punches. Look, Star Moth, we're going to get there. We're going to get into the fine details. But anyways, guys, I'm going for Charles Radke just for the simple reason that Francisco Prado is soon to be a dead body walking through the cemetery with a shovel, okay? Moving on, we got Kevin Gastelum versus Vicente Luque. Guys, this is 2 dead bodies walking around the cemetery looking for each other, because the reality is, guys, I don't even know why Kevin Gastelum and Vicente Luque is actually fighting, guys. Why are these 2 guys, for what? I mean, if it's not for a paycheck, then what is it for? You know what I mean? These guys have no reason to be in the octagon, to be competing and search for a belt. You think Kevin Gastelum or Vicente Luque is out there, trying to be contenders? Not at all, guys. Look, Vicente Luque has been around for a very long time. The game plan here is if Vicente Luque could take this fight to the ground, Kevin Gastelum will struggle. However, if Kevin Gastelum keeps this fight on the feet, Kevin Gastelum, I say he wins this fight. All right, but there's an even bigger battle even before the fight for Kevin Gastelum, guys, and that is facts. Okay, because unfortunately, Kevin Gastelum, as of recent or in his whole career, the guy has struggled to make weight. I mean, guys, he had a YouTube channel where it was called "Not Making Weight." That's facts, guys. Okay, that's Kevin Gastelum for you. So hopefully he can beat that battle and make weight, you know what I mean, for this Vicente Luque fight. But I'm not sure, guys. I digress. But guys, if I had to pick somebody, gun in my head right now, I'm picking Kevin Gastelum. I'm picking Kevin Gastelum for the simple reason I bet you 9 out of 10 times Kevin Gastelum is going to go into this fight overweight. Okay, and Vicente Luque is going to oblige. He's going to take the 30% because he needs the money. Okay, these MMA fighters need the money, so he's going to take the 30% from Kevin Gastelum. But however, that extra weight for Kevin Gastelum is going to actually push him to succeed and win the fight. I'm gonna pick Kevin Gastelum just for that simple reason. Okay, guys. Starmore says Kevin Gastelungs. I'm telling you. Bando says hi, bro. How you doing? Christian says, man, I can't believe what we are about to witness, ladies and gentlemen. UFC featherweight legend Cub Swanson is fighting this weekend. His final MMA fight in his career, guys. We're gonna get into the fine detail of that Cub Swanson fight because he is going to fight, all right, a Tennessee monster, but we're going to get into that. All right, we're going to get into that. All right, guys. We got Chris Padilla. Moving on. We got Chris Padilla versus Marcus Maduros. Guys, easy. In my opinion, if Chris Padilla can go in there, press the pace, smother Maduros, I don't think Maduros has a chance. I don't think he feels comfortable on the back foot and being pressured. And for that reason, guys, I'm going to have to pick Chris Padilla to go in there, utilize that pressure, push the pace, and win the fight, guys. Chris Padilla is the pick, guys. All right, moving on. We got Tatiana Suarez, okay, versus Lupe Godinez. Look, guys, I like Lupe Godinez. I like her. All right. But guys, if you was a betting man, how are you not going to put any money on Tatiana Suarez? Starmov says, bro, I feel like we back in 2015 with these names. God damn. I mean, it is what it is. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But guys, we got Tatiana Suarez. Look, guys, I can't put any faith on Lupe Godinez winning this fight for the simple reason that, look, let me look into the fine detail here. Lupe Godinez, okay? Hold on. Her takedown defense is 82%, guys. Okay, which is very good. That's a very, very high percentage. That means most of the time when a person goes for, to take you down with a double leg or a single leg or a high crotch, you actually succeed and stay on your feet. But guys, we're talking about Tatiana Suarez. We're talking about a female who only is looking out to wrestle. She's only going into this octagon to wrestle. Guys, there's nothing else that Tatiana Suarez can actually do in that octagon that is successful. Okay? Her ability to strike is non-existent, guys. Tatiana Suarez striking is atrocious. So 9 out of 10 times, Tatiana Suarez is gonna go for the takedown. She's gonna fight for relentlessly. Lupe Godinez having such a high percentage, takedown defense. She probably, finds success, on the feet. But I do feel like Tatiana Suarez will eventually take this fight to the ground and beat Lupe Godinez. Guys, I'm putting it on Tatiana Suarez. That's my pick. Christian says, if there is anybody that absolutely deserves to end their mixed martial arts career in style, it is definitely Coach Swanson. Absolute legend. Very fun and entertaining featherweight icon in the UFC. Look, Star Moth, I can't disagree with you. I honestly cannot disagree. Moving on, guys. We got Mateusz Gamrot. Okay, Mateusz Gamrot versus Esteban Ribovics, Ribovics. Esteban Ribericks, whatever it is. Esteban, okay? All right. Esteban versus Matus Gamrot. Look, guys, this is an easy one for me, in my opinion. I'm picking Matus Gamrot just for the simple reason that he has more experience. And in my opinion, I think Matus Gamrot out wrestles Esteban any day of the week. Okay? Easy pick for me. I'm picking Matus Gamrot. Moving on, guys. All right. Starmorph says, let me see. Makes me wonder why Ronda Rousey didn't try to wrestle when she had worse striking than CM Punk. I mean, I tell you what, even if she had worse striking than CM Punk, the women's division till this time has yet to evolve, guys. Starmall says, I think I heard someone somewhere her coach gassed her up, making her think she could throw hands. I mean, you had Dana White, going on a media tour saying that Ronda Rousey can knock out Floyd Mayweather. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. It's atrocious. Anyways, guys, we got Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown. Guys, I don't like Kevin. I don't like Kevin Holland. I don't like him. But then some days I do like him. It's like I don't know. I don't know when it comes to Kevin. He just doesn't take he doesn't take a lot of things serious. He's almost in there just to get a paycheck and get out of there because he knows for a fact he's going to get paid a hell of a lot. Okay. When it comes to Randy Brown, I mean, I'm going to have to look, guys. Randy Brown, he could strike with Kevin Holland. He's very dynamic when it comes to being on the feet. I think Randy Brown is even more dynamic on the feet than Kevin Holland ever was. I'm picking Randy Brown. Moving on, guys. Not going to spend too much time on that one. I'll tell you that much. We got Aaron Pico versus Patricio Pitbull. Guys, Aaron Pico is trying to come back from a devastating debut against Lerone Murphy. Lerone Murphy landed a phenomenal spinning back elbow that knocked down Aaron Pico in his UFC debut. It was atrocious, guys. I mean, there's no other way that you can say it. Okay? I mean, Aaron Pico got knocked the fuck out. And when it comes to Patricio Pitbull, guys, I mean, Patricio Pitbull, he's been in the UFC now. I mean, how many times has he fought in the UFC now? I mean, he's fought twice in the UFC. He lost to Rodriguez, and then he beat Ige barely. Okay? Look, am I going to do this? Am I going to do this, guys? Look, guys, I'm going to have to pick Aaron Pico. I'm going to pick Aaron Pico just for the simple reason that I think Aaron Pico is better than Patricio Pitbull everywhere. Even in my opinion, even if Patricio Pitbull lands a punch, I don't think he'll knock out Aaron Pico. I really don't. And I think Aaron Pico learns his lesson, and I think he's going to go out there with a devastating game plan, and that game plan is going to consist of a lot of wrestling. Okay? Starmore says, I think I heard somewhere. Oh, yeah, I read that. Sorry. My pick is Aaron Pico, guys. Moving on. We got Cub Swanson. Guys, we finally made it. We got Cub Swanson versus Nate the Train Landwehr. Guys, Nate the Train Landwehr, he's phenomenal. I like that guy. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, he's older, man. You know, and he came into the UFC, a lot older than, what you should, be coming into the UFC. I mean, guy's 37 years old. He has a lot of mileage in his career. And not only that, guys, but I mean, he's 1-3. I mean, he's 1-2 in his last 3 fights, guys. Not that impressive. Not that impressive at all. Okay. And when it comes to Cub Swanson, guys, Cub Swanson, even with him being old, you know what I mean? Because how old is Cub Swanson? Cub Swanson is 42 years old, guys. But even with Cub Swanson being that old, I mean, Cub Swanson is 2-1 in his last 3 fights, guys. And not only that, but he's still KOing people. That's dangerous. Christian says, man, there should be absolutely no doubt that Gabriela Fernandez is a Brazilian Portuguese dead body. And when I mean an atrocious dead body, I mean a Brazilian Portuguese flopping fish dead body. I can't disagree with you. Okay, I can't. Stonewall says, "Do you follow any fighters from modern boxing or keep up with it at all?" I don't keep up with it at all, guys. I mean, I'm telling you, I really don't. I really don't. Boxing. Like I said, once upon a time, I used to watch boxing, but not anymore, man. Not anymore. That thing, is just not what it used to be, in my opinion. Hopefully, it could get back to where it was in the 80s and 90s and the early 2000s. But I mean, I don't know, guys. I have no idea. Starmall says that Deontay versus Chisoro fight last week was a slugfest. It looked like a world star fight. Did it really? I mean, as expected. I mean, look who you're talking about. Deontay Wilder. I mean, he doesn't really fight with any technique, in my opinion. Starmall says, "Who's your favorite fighter before you quit it? Before you quit it. Who was your favorite fighter before you quit it?" Man, man, boxing. Let me see. My favorite boxer. Man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one for me, guys. That's a tough one. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm not sure. From the top of my head, I'm not sure who would be my favorite fighter. I mean, I liked a lot of fighters back then. Um, Damn, I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. But guys, look, Cub Swanson versus Nate the Train Landwehr. I mean, guys, I'm gonna pick Cub Swanson just based on the experience. Okay, just based on the experience, I am going to pick Cub Swanson. That's my pick, guys. Okay, that is my pick, and I'll answer that question, Stormoff, a little bit later at the end of the vid. I just have to think about, in detail of who really is my favorite fighter. Like, who was I really watching back then? In detail, I just can't think of that right now. I'm sorry. I apologize, Starboy. But moving on, we got Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker, two other dead bodies. Guys, run up these likes and run up these subscriptions. Do me the favor, okay? Support the community. It takes minimal effort, okay? To run up these likes and run up these subscriptions, guys. Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker, guys. I don't like any of these guys, in my opinion. Dominic Reyes, I mean, he was on a huge tear before he got knocked out, but in reality, when you look at the fine detail of Dominic Reyes' record as a recent, I mean, he was fighting a bunch of dead bodies that were buried in the fucking cemetery, guys. That's point blank, period. That's facts. And when it comes to Johnny Walker, I mean, Johnny Walker, he's coming off of a win, guys. I mean, he went all the way over there to China, okay, to fight Ming Yang, okay, and he beat Ming Yang, off of leg kicks, guys. Look, I do understand Johnny Walker is 0-1. I mean, he's 1-2 in his last three fights. But guys, I mean, I think Dominic Reyes, you touch him one time in his face or on his chin, he's going night night, guys. Okay, he's going night night. I have no faith for Dominic Reyes' chin. I just don't. I don't. I think Johnny Walker is wild enough to get a fucking highlight reel KO. To be honest with you, if I had to freaking put my money on it, I think Johnny Walker, if he goes out there, just beats him, just entertain the crowd, be yourself, Johnny Walker. I think you're gonna land something on Dominic Reyes. Be wild, and I guarantee you, Dominic Reyes will go out there and get knocked out. Let me see. Starmall says when Johnny Walker gets knocked out, he falls like a Looney Tunes character. I remember when Hill knocked him out. That was crazy, that knockout. Christian says, "Man, my goodness gracious, Israel Adesanya came out there at UFC Fight Night Seattle, Washington, and got absolutely crippled like a dead body. He was flopping like a fish out of water." Look, Christian, it was a sad story in my opinion. Okay, it was atrocious. Okay, never ever did I ever want to imagine or ever see. Okay, ever see Israel Adesanya in that position. That was just awful. I don't like it. But anyways, guys, moving on, guys. I'm picking Johnny Walker. I can't trust Dominic Reyes, unfortunately. He got a glass chin that's just literally it's made of the softest glass you can ever think of. Johnny Walker is my pick, guys. Moving on, we got Curtis Blaze versus Josh Hokick. Okay, moving on. Macy says, "I love your video so much. Can I please have a shout out?" Macy Jennings, how you doing? Macy Jennings, welcome to your channel and welcome to your chat. Guys, run up these likes and run up these subscriptions. Do me the favor, share, like, okay? We are making way to 1,000 subscribers. Dort says, hi, I'm a boxing fan, but I will sub. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Welcome to your channel and welcome to your chat. All right, guys, we got Curtis Blaze versus Josh Hokick. In my opinion, guys, Josh Hokick, he's a madman, guys. Okay, he's Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Okay, 2.0. Actually, he's Hollywood Hulk Hogan on coke. He's Hollywood Coke Hogan. Okay, that is what Josh Hokick is. Okay, he is Hollywood Coke Hogan. Okay, the guy is out of control. He's over here at the press conference making trouble with Jerry Prohaska, making trouble with Curtis Blake. He's making trouble with everybody. Okay, but let me tell you something. Josh Hokick, he is a bar fighter. At best, Josh Hokick is a bar. I do understand Josh Hokick is a former NFL, collegiate athlete. I do understand that. But guys, when it comes to mixed martial arts, this is a little bit different. Okay, when it comes to Curtis Blades, I believe if Curtis Blades utilizes his full mixed martial arts capability, Curtis Blades wins this fight based on experience, just pure based on experience. Okay, there's no way that Josh Hokick can stop the takedown of Curtis Blades, and that is facts. Okay, now can Josh Hokick go out there and land an uppercut and knock out Curtis Blades because Curtis Blades is usually known to get knocked into oblivion? That could totally happen. But guys, I'm gonna put my money on Curtis Blades. I think Curtis Blades is gonna be able to beat him based on experience, and that's my pick, guys. Moving on. Okay. Starmorph says that's the guy who was saying he would cut Jerry with his lightsaber, isn't it? That is that guy. That is that guy. That guy is out of control, guys. Okay, that guy is out of control. The UFC needs to put a leash on that guy. But moving on, guys, we got Azimat. All right, Azimat Murzekhanovov. I can't pronounce his last name, but Azimat versus Paul Acosta, guys. This is the easiest pick you could ever pick, in my opinion. Yes, I like Paul Acosta, but Paul Acosta is just, come on. Come on, guys. Let's be honest, okay? Azimat is gonna go out there, out wrestle him, out mixed martial arts him, and Paul Acosta is gonna lose his fight. That's my pick, okay? My pick is Azimat, and that's that, guys. We're in the main event of the evening, guys. We got Jerry Prohaska versus Carlos Ulberg. I'm gonna make my UFC fight predictions really quick, okay? I think Jerry Prohaska goes out there and knocks Carlos Ulberg out in the first round, guys. Okay? I understand that's hard to believe, guys. I do understand that. Okay? But I do believe that Jerry Prohaska is a man. Okay? He wants to go out there and make a statement. And I do believe that Jerry Prohaska, if he doesn't beat him within 2 rounds, Jerry Prohaska is going to be mad at himself. Okay? So I believe Jerry Prohaska goes out there, gets the knockout on Carlos Ulberg. I like Carlos Ulberg. I just believe that Jerry Prohaska is just a wild boy. He's a wild boy. And I do believe when he goes out there, he's going to do some wild things in that octagon. Okay? And Carlos Ulberg is not going to be prepared. Okay? He's going to be on the back foot. He's going to be looking straight eye to eye with Jerry Prohaska. And he's going to shit his pants because he's not going to know what to do in the spur of the moment. And all of a sudden, before he can even think, he's getting hit multiple times with spinning back elbows and spinning back kicks. Okay? And game over, guys. Okay? The last thing you're going to hear is Bruce Buffer say, finish him. Jerry Prohaska takes this by KO within 2 rounds, guys, okay? That's my pick. And that's my UFC fight predictions for UFC 327, guys. And as it stands right now, with my UFC fight predictions for 2026, I'm 84 wins and 43 losses, guys. That's 84 wins and 43 losses, guys. We're going to continue getting these dubs. We're going to continue pushing this community, and we're going to continue to push for success, guys. Okay? That's my UFC fight prediction as it stands, guys. Okay? All right? You already know what this is, guys. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you already know. You might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. Hey, yo, I see you Saturday at UFC 327.